This time of the year, I love making vast pots of porridge. The family adore it, and they put different toppings on to suit themselves. Some of them prefer it sweeter than others, and so on. But what I want to show you today is a gorgeous apple and cinnamon porridge. It's what we serve here at Ballyknocken House and Cookery School for our guests that stay over. And you can come and stay here and book out the whole place with your friends or family. And we have this beautiful buffet of pancakes and bacon and so on. And porridge is on the buffet as well. So we will start with our pan on. Just our porridge oats go in. I'm going with milk, but I have water on standby to add to it, and some cinnamon. You can't make porridge without a pinch of salt going in. And then I'm also going to put in just a good teaspoon of sugar. So give that a mix up, get the heat on, and that's cooking nicely. Now I have my apple. I'm going with a red-skinned apple. So we're going with half the apple in here and then the other half of the apple on top. You just get your knife, cut into quarters, and then get your small knife and slide it in underneath like that, and out pops the core. To dice it, then you just cut into slivers like that, line it up, and then just cut across like that. See? Now, get your diced apple in. There's lots of apple in there, as you can see, but when that all cooks down, that'll be a bit better. So we'll bring it to a simmer. I'm actually already going to put a little drop of water in. I remember staying in a hotel somewhere in Ireland years ago, and they made porridge, just plain porridge, but they put Baileys on top of it just as they were serving it. Oh my goodness, I thought I'd died and gone to heaven. No, okay, it was breakfast time. So nice. So that's another option for you, maybe on a Sunday morning if you're not driving anywhere and you're just going to sit back and read the Sunday newspapers. What a lovely start to your Sunday. Now, we want to do the pan now for the glazed apples to go on top. So just heating up my pan here. This is an optional extra. I'm just going to fry off some apple for the top. So just quarter the apple again. So we just cut them into slivers like this. Bit of butter for the glazed apples, and then to go with the butter, to get that glaze, we need a bit of sugar. Keep giving the porridge a stir from time to time. You know how it sticks to the bottom of the saucepan. And don't be afraid to add in a little bit more water as you need it. Just put in. I'm just doing for one. Me. No, I'm not. I'm just doing one portion just to show you. So I've only got 4 pieces of apple in there, just in case you think I'm being a bit mean today. Now keep this on a nice low heat, just let it slow cook. Time to turn. You can see it's beginning to smoke a little bit because the sugar and butter are working beautifully together. And look at this, this is what you want. Okay, you might want to use the tongs. I have cook's fingers, they can go into hot pans quite easily. Look at that. And we can actually turn the heat off now because the residual heat would brown the other side because the sugar has caramelized. Now, let's pop these bad boys out. So mind yourself, because hot sugar is really dangerous. It can stick to the fingers quite easily. Okay, let's have a look at our porridge that we're getting on. This is so wholesome. And I love the idea of putting fruit with it because as part of my 10% healthier, I'm looking at ways of adding ingredients in to make sure I get my 8 a day, 8 fruit and veg. I read somewhere recently that it's really important to have a good balance of fruit and veg throughout the week, which we all know, but it's 30 fruit and veg, and that's not like 30 apples, you're not in the clear. For your gut health, they're saying a variety of 30 fruit, veg and herbs. So you gotta think about that. Would you actually eat 30 different fruits, vegetables and herbs throughout the week? I had to think about that myself, because I am sometimes a creature of habit. If I have peppers in the fridge, I might have them twice a week, 3 times a week, just to use them up. So maybe it's not as varied. So 30 is a bit of pressure. But that's where stir fries come in brilliantly for that kind of thing. And it is done, and I'm so happy with it. So we can now get our porridge into our bowl here. Pour it in like this. Look at that. So this is a portion for one person. Only 50 grams of porridge oats in here. See, and the apple is cooked down into it. And then we have our lovely glazed apples. So we can sit them on the top. Like this. A little pinch of cinnamon, which is really good for your blood sugars. And there it is, my apple and cinnamon porridge. Enjoy your breakfast.